Charles.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely likewise, Mathilde.
Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Hope I will deliver.
Wonderful. Thank you. So, Charles, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm Charles, French national, and I'm located here in Geneva for a year and a half, heading the desk of Astra Bioplant, which is a biofuel processing and trading company, from which the assets are located in Bulgaria, Eastern Europe, and from where we trade around the asset, mainly in Europe, but as well LATAM, Asia, and East and West Africa, not forgetting Maghreb.
What kind of products do you trade at Astra?
We here talk about two divisions, one that is based on the oilseeds complex, so namely rape, sun, soy, and palm. We do process 500,000 tons of oilseeds that we originate from the Black Sea, namely Ukraine, Moldova, Bulgaria, Romania. We can import for broader origins as well. And we process them to make oils and meals. The oil is going to be mainly dedicated to the biofuel processing, from which we produce rape methyl ester as well as fatty acid methyl ester, which are the two main biodiesel grades we have. And we are second generation friendly, meaning that we process waste residues to reach different market with this different sustainability associated.
Wonderful, thank you. And how is the market at the moment?
Well, we are the 4th of March, so this week especially is extremely tricky one for geopolitical and Middle East reasons. Out of this, the market is absolutely interesting in the sense that we have access to two worlds, which is the agri and the energy sector. So we can be focusing in soybeans, crops, flows, import data, as well as what is happening in the US for the shale oil production. So we have to melt all those infos to make an opinion out of it, which is not super obvious in this beginning of 24, but we are confident in our job. And the market is absolutely keeping us alive, allowing us to travel all around our counterparties and some social gatherings.
Understood. Thank you very much. Actually, this brings me to your day-to-day job. So, what do you have a day-to-day? Are you able to take us through your day, please? A typical day. I know that
Yeah,
it's as a trader, you don't really have a typical day, but I'm still throwing the question out.
no, there is a day which usually starts by 10 minutes after waking up, having a look at the screens of what happened overnight, and then after reaching the office with a bit of first conclusion that is made of what is going to potentially happen. Then we all take our time here in Astra to review a bit of S&D articles and what's the first discussions that we have linked to physical flows ongoing. So we talk here train, barge, vessels, dry or liquid product. And then after, usually we have a restart of the market. So for the bio, being quite a lot based into UK times, it starts roughly around 11. For the ags, slightly before, but not this much, because we have, for instance, Matif opening at 10:45. So let's say that the trade become active close to noontime. Then we allow ourselves, depending on the day, a bit of outside walk around the lake if it's compatible with the day. And after that, we have the daily opening from Chicago side, which is 3:30 p.m. until the end of the session, which is like 8 p.m. In the middle of this day, we have what is named Argus window, from which we exchange the parcel of biodiesel for 30 minutes. And this moment is what is going to fix the price of the day for the the close of the day that we are talking about.
Thank you very much. So, Charles, you're currently looking after Astra in Geneva, but could I know a little bit about how you got into commodities?
Yeah, it's a long story that starts from nothing, in a sense that I started to have a look at this activity from which I didn't know no one having interference with when I had the chance to have an exchange in Singapore. So from the moment I was exiting my studies and having a drinks with friends, if it was above the third or the fourth floor of a building, I could see any tankers, warehouse, or just the port of Singapore. That led me to ask myself some question about who is owning the cargo, what's the document, who is trading what. Ah, there is a guy named Mark Rich. Maybe I should have a look at his biography. And this was the opening of my interest within this industry that since this moment I knew it was for me.
And in terms of your career, what kind of challenges do you usually face or have you faced to get into where you are at the moment?
The first one was to get a job, actually, in the sense that when you don't have much interference with the sector, at least back in the days, which was for my side 2014, the data access was quite limited. LinkedIn was not the tool of what it is now. And it was mainly based on cold calling, asking. I was even pretending that I was closing a thesis on XYZ topic to catch the interest of any traders I could have a link to. And then, of course, starting to get internship. Internship was, from my side, in the ship brokerage sector in France, and then in grain trading, French flows. And then after I had the chance to reach a team of oilseed processing company in France named Saipol, Groupe Avril. And I started my trading career there.
Super, thank you very much. Just to get back to market trends, where do you see the market in the next few months or few years? For example, you were talking about biofuels, but also on the energy side, metal side. I don't know if there's any insight you're able to give us.
I will try to make it short as an answer because the topic is absolutely interesting. But the way I see things is that we are getting back to somehow a bit of rational within the trend of energy, agri, despite the geopolitical tension, which are leading us to take profit of any kind of economical arbitrage. And I only talk about economics. I see a bit more of getting back to the ground for this industry. We see that the foreign capitals that are getting into this industry are a bit more cautious as well in where they want to invest. And this is pretty healthy all around the chain. And on this angle, I see Geneva quite solid in its activity and what it can propose in terms of expertise.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. Um, and as a last question, what is the number one skill needed to be successful in the industry? And if you have a
I
few
would
skills,
say,
sorry, if you have a few skills, please feel free to share as well.
yeah, I would say the first one, which is going to be absolutely obvious, but is trust and honesty in the sense that if you want to embrace such a career in which you have not this much of companies and your reputation can follow you, the least you can work on is making it great. And in doing so, you have to fill your mandate properly. You have to be compliant towards the company policies and rules. and then after make your own path within what this fantastic industry is leading you to. So yeah, the first one that I would say is trust and honesty. Then the second would be don't try to reinvent the wheel, in the sense that this market is based on logic, and the logic can be from a non a short study path to a very long one. We still apply the same concept, so you can bring a lot, but just like think with this peasant reasoning, in the sense that why I'm doing this, what's the pros, what's the con, and what it is leading me to in terms of economics. And then after, just be yourself, because whatever happened in your career, this side of your personality is going to be revealed without even you mentioning it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mathilde. It was a pleasure.
Great pleasure speaking with you. Thank you. Bye bye.